Geagan from the Center for Spiritual Living, Pleasant Valley in Camarillo. And we're just really happy you're with us today. And also, you can't see her today, but it is our wonderful Reverend Betty Ann's 65th wedding anniversary. So I want to give her a big shout out and say, hey, 65 years of blissed marriage. That's something else. Also, I want to say that we're going to now talk about our vision. I think that's a good time to do this. So our vision is awakening humanity to its spiritual magnificence. And our mission is teaching and demonstrating spiritual principles for living an abundant and fulfilling life in a welcoming and compassionate community. And I just want to also welcome Lynn, Reverend Lynn Noe, Buzz Noe, Danny from San Francisco, Danny Berkman, who's going to be our musical inspiration. And just a big shout out to you all. And I'm very excited. And I want to thank Spencer Geagan for allowing this to happen, and Spotify as we continue on here.
So now that I've already done our vision and mission statement, I would like to invite Danny to play for us and tell us what he's playing also.
Hello, can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Fantastic. Good morning, Pam.
Morning, Pam. Morning, Pam. Morning, Pam. Pam.
That was interesting. So yeah, I am playing an array of instruments today, but mostly featuring the kora. This is a 21-stringed harp from West Africa. And this is a sort of a modern adaptation of that. And it's got tuning levers here, so I could tune it to different tunings. And yeah, I'll play a little something nice for you all.
Thank you.
This is called Miniamba. Saba Miniamba, Saba ye kololelo, Saba Miniamba. Saba Miniamba, Saba ye kololelo, Saba Miniamba. Saba Miniamba, Saba ye kololelo, Saba Miniamba, Miniamba, Saba Miniamba, Saba Miniamba, Saba ye kololelo, Saba Miniamba.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, it's so wonderful to have your presence. And you're doing a lot of live streaming right now. So I just want people to tune in at the different concerts that you've been offering on Facebook. You're just amazing. Thank you so much. And so now our Reverend Betty Ann, who's with us also. First of all, I want to do a big shout out to everybody out there that's listening right now. And just, we so appreciate you watching us on Facebook and on Zoom, and this will be recorded and played later also. Now, our wonderful Betty Ann Brennan always gives us a quote that that supports our talk of the day. And so this is her quote today: "Spirit may be revealed in ways I do not fully understand. Regardless of appearances, I recognize the strength of a holy presence in every situation and every event. Thank you so much, Reverend Betty Ann. And now it's my honor to do what, even though we're not in the center, our candles of faith and exactly what they mean to us. And how they represent who we are in our center and in our lives. So when we do this, we are actually doing it to promote the universal consciousness, which acknowledges that all peoples and all faiths, all sentient beings come from the one great universal presence, which we call spirit. And fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. So we honor Tao, the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We honor the shamanic traditions, the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We honor Hinduism, the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. And we honor Judaism, the ethical path of living by sacred law. And we honor all forms of Buddhism, the Four Noble Truths, and the path of compassion. We honor also all forms of Christianity, the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We honor all forms of Islam, the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. And we honor the universalistic religion of Baha'i, the path of unity and peace. And we honor all forms of new thought, which we are part of, and that is the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. And absolutely, we are part of it. There are so many other religions that are named and unnamed in here. So we honor those also who are searching for their personal connection to the divine power and presence of spirit in their lives, and for all, again, unnamed religions that we have not spoken of. And so before I even go on to the next segment, I just want to tell you that I'm holding all of you in my heart, and knowing that in this time of unpredictability, that you are well, your family and friends are in community are well, and knowing that you're feeling connected to the love and with the love and protection of what I call the divine spirit within. And it is guiding and providing all that is needed in this moment to open up to a whole new world as we are creating it right now. And in this moment of oneness where the spirit experience is seems like the world has stopped, it's only just begun. And so now I am so excited to introduce What's the Buzz? Tell us what's a happening, Buzz Noe, with our announcements.
Hey, my name's Buzz. Here's what's a happening for Sunday, April 19th. And just know that with the coronavirus precautions keeping us home, thank God for the internet that still allows us to roam. Because for spiritual communication, you don't need to be close. Your inner self can connect through a Facebook post. And the technology that is bringing us to you today will soon start sending more events your way. And it begins tomorrow with Reverend Pam's morning meditation. Tune in to connect with your spiritual revelation. That'll be from 9 to 9:45. And then coming up on Monday, the 4th of May, 2 more workshops will take place in an online way. Monday morning, 10 to 12, a discussion starts out on a book that explains what faith's all about. And Monday evening, writers group will gather in a similar fashion to join in and discover that writing is your passion. And that's from 7 to 9 on Monday evening on the 4th. And a reminder to donate to the center when able, and 2 other places that you can donate through cable. Ventura County Rescue Mission gives our homeless some good, and Ventura County Food Share provides meals for our hood. They're both online. You can see their links there, and it'll be posted on our center website page as well. And later this week, on Wednesday to be clear, the 50th anniversary of Earth Day will be here. So take some time on that day to celebrate that nature and Earth are fantastically great. Well, that's it for the announcements. Thank you for listening. Enjoy this day with our environment out there glistening. Enjoy.
And so now it is my honor to introduce our wonderful Rev. Lynn-Noe. She is our practitioner of the day.
Thank you, Rev Pam, and I'm so happy to be here with all of you, the throngs out there watching us, and welcome to our service today. As a rule, the practitioner of the day gives 3 quotes and a wonderful centering treatment. I decided today to do some quotes from the collective. So in the media and the appearance out there, we're hearing these phrases that these are uncertain times, unprecedented times, trying times, difficult times, frightening times, challenging times. These are probably all true. This is happening. Let's not denigrate the fact that this is occurring. The appearance of this is showing up in our lives. Uncertain times, unprecedented times. This is creative. And so I'd like for you to create for us in the comment line down here. As you see, while we're talking, there's an opportunity to comment. Let's create for us a world that works for everyone by creating our own times. As in, I'll start. These are creative times. These are divine potential times. Create for us and put it in the comment line exactly what it means for you right now, because we know that this is our great opportunity to create a world that works for everyone by how we speak our truths. And so let's begin to speak what we want to show up in our lives, which is a beautiful, expressive, divine new normal on our planet. Works for everyone. Let's speak our truths. And so let's begin to show up in our lives. I'm hearing myself talk back to myself. So let's have a centering treatment. So let's close our eyes, please. Or you can look at the screen at all these happy faces. And as I close my eyes, I'm open to the presence of something so wonderful, something loving, creative, intelligent. This presence can be called God, Spirit, divine intelligence, infinite intelligence. It's love, it's life itself. And I know that I am one with this divine intelligence. I am the divine individualized expression of it. Therefore, everything that I think, say, and do, I am creative, and I am supported and guided by this loving presence. And so in this presence, I open my awareness to the possibility that these may have the appearance of challenging times, but these are the times of a great creative opportunity. If these are frightening times in appearance, then I turn that fear into fuel, my loving passion for the potential that lies before me. If these are challenging times, in appearance, for me, they're the times of opportunity to express what I know and to bring love to everyone on my pathway. I cannot fear and love at the same time. If these are times of doubt, then I know in this awareness that these are times of certainty, for I am certain of my oneness with Source and the unity that is being expressed on my planet right here and now, right here and right now. And knowing these wonderful truths, that these are times of great creativity and unity and love, I know then that I am in the driver's seat, creating a world that works for everyone. So I know these truths for everyone who's listening, everyone on my pathway. And I take these wonderful truths and I spread them out in consciousness to everyone. I allow divine mind to take care of the details while I enjoy this beautiful, creative, joyous life that is being revealed right here and right now. And together we say, and so it is.
Yes.
And so it is my pleasure to introduce again Daniel Berkman from San Francisco, who will be our inspirational music right now. Hi, Danny.
Hi, Mom. How about a little peace, love, and unity? I think that's what the world needs right now. China, oh China, peace, love, and unity. Africa, oh Africa, peace, love, and unity. America, America, peace, love, and unity. America, America, peace, love, and unity. Peace, love, and unity.
Oh, Danny. Oh, I can't wait. I love this. What a gift you are to all of us. But also, I can't wait till you're back with us in person. And I know that will be soon. Performing in the sanctuary. You're such a gift. Thank you, sweetheart, so much for being with us. So Buzz and I, peace out. So peace out, double peace out. So I can't outdo this. Oh, so I I just want to start with a quote, Buzz, as we begin our talk together. And I love these conversations because we don't practice. So what we are usually saying comes from what we believe in our heart of hearts. It comes from our heart. So I'm going to do a quote by Patrick Overton to begin with. And it's, when you walk to the edge of all light, you have and take that first step into the darkness of the unknown, that you must believe that one of two things will happen. There will be something solid for you to stand upon, or you will be taught to fly. And I know that right now we're being taught to fly. And I just want to start this all within the past couple months. I know a lot of us we're comfortable with our regular routines. We're happy with knowing what's happening and what's going to happen. And we've been literally pushed into the realm of the unknown. So we're starting in new ways and new territories to begin. And it's like the challenge of accepting something new is being presented to us and letting go of what no longer serves us in this life. And I want to know what Buzz thinks about all that.
Well, thanks, Rev Pam. And can you guys hear me now? Yes, I think so. So anyway, like you said, we're going into the unknown, which we always are, really. There's no definite absolute on what's coming up next, other than us being aware and knowing it's our divine perfection being revealed. And this first occurred to me back when I joined the teaching and was being mentored by Dr. Tom Johnson. And he pointed out this little bit of information that really has helped me. You get stuck in the traffic on the freeway, and of course you want to complain, oh, the traffic's going too slow. And he always said, look at that as, call it divine postponement. Rather than think about the things you're missing or not getting to, think about the things that could be happening that might be dangerous that you're now missing because you're slowing down and you're in the traffic. Divine postponement. And we can look at this situation as the same thing. There's stuff going on that we're unsure of, we don't know. But if you just have the confidence that this is being put forth to reveal our ultimate divine perfection, that's going to give you a mindset that not only will help in the spiritual connection to bring things forward faster and better, but it also is physically healthy. Whenever you have your mind in a positive manner, where you're feeling joy, you're feeling confidence, you're physically creating a better cellular flow, and you're making your brain better connected, and it's a healthier situation. So in this time of unknown, which is what we're talking about, let's know that it's for our ultimate good. And you can look around even now and see things that are happening. The world is coming together a little bit more. People are reaching out more, helping our neighborhoods. There's their first responders and all of the medical community out there working to serve us. So things good are happening. And ultimately, this will unfold with a lot more excellent revelations for the human species than we had before. Go forth with that awareness, that knowledge, that confidence, and we'll get through this a lot better.
And I also am learning how to trust the unknown. And sometimes it's like you think, oh my gosh, there is nothing I can count on right now, but that's not true. There's always something that we've been supported by. And I know that it's this call for allowing and accepting to go to that source and rely on that source under all circumstances, and choosing to see everything as a blessing, as you said. The wisdom of stepping into the unknown. I'm learning how to trust in a greater way than I ever have before. And every morning I say, okay, reveal to me that after meditation, reveal to me that which needs to be revealed, because I'm clueless about what my next step is sometimes.
Oh, there we are. We don't know what our next step is. But that's one of the things I wanted to mention, Earth Day. If you look around at nature, it makes you realize that nature is pretty good and very much perfect in its own way, with or without humans. We humans need nature. Nature doesn't really need us humans. And one of the things that occurs to me walking around and seeing the trees with their branches all up and spring coming in, they're all kind of going, woohoo, less humans. They're actually in a position to celebrate this situation. And that's why it's good to immerse yourself in nature, especially with Earth Day coming up, and let that realization of the divine perfection that is nature be part of yourself. Come into you. We're here, we're in nature. We can all be together in this and in a divine way. So these are the things that you want to keep in mind going forward into this unknown. Let's go there together.
I love that. And also, you know, that reminds me of a Chopra quote, and it is about releasing the memories that are outworn, and that you become the victim of the past lots of times when you go back to, I want it to be like it used to be. It's almost like a tormentor that says you have to relinquish to the attachment of that which has been, because it's no longer so. And you step into the unknown, and you will when you step into the unknown, you step into that field of all possibilities. So we have our own idea of life and how it's supposed to be. But also there's something happening that we cannot visibly feel. We feel it, but we don't see it. It is that metaphysical unfolding of something greater. And so how do you treat that every day? How do you go there every day, Buzz?
Well, every day I take some time to stop and do a treatment. Especially one of the things that I still do is the Oxnard beaches are still open. So I've been jogging there several times a week. And that's such an amazing blessing in itself to me. One of the things that it does is we talk about the oneness that is life and how everything is connected. But you're on the beach, you've got earth, water, air, and with the sun, fire, all in one place. So it reveals the oneness that is life. And I treat there knowing the perfection that has been revealed to me and will be continued to be revealed, knowing that I'm going forward with this perfection in my hand. And if, once again, if every day, even though you don't know what's coming up next, if you come with that confidence that it's coming up for your benefit to add to your perfection, you're going to be much better off than going forth with fear, concern, consideration. Now, I'm not saying don't take the precautions, but rather than wash your hands and hope that that will get rid of the virus, wash your hands and know that that's clearing the virus from your hands, clearing it from your house. Do those things where you're disinfecting stuff. Take those precautions with the confidence that it's getting you through this rather than the fear that it might not. And that's what I do every day.
You know, talking about walking on the beach, I heard on the news last night, or no, it had to be this morning. I think it's Huntington Beach, where all the protesters are out saying, we want to be back, and we want to go to the restaurants, we want to go back to the beaches and everything else. And so the commentator who was back east, I think somewhere, said, no wonder they want to do that in Huntington Beach. If they were in Ohio, they wouldn't be protesting at all. We are so blessed. We live in such an incredible place. And we appreciate it so much more when someone says you can't go to the ocean and you can't walk on the beach and do all those things that bring you closer to that divine spirit that just says yes to you and you feel so connected to. So I say don't recoil from that bright light that is calling us right now. There's this window of opportunity. And so how are you going to use this window of opportunity? I feel like I'm grilling you, but not on purpose. How are you going to use this window of opportunity to grow and expand and deepen?
Well, just doing the things I said. I counsel people to stay positive. I'm using this window of opportunity to do that a little bit more, to talk to people about how they should keep that positive mindset going forth. So it makes me feel like I'm helping in the situation and helping everyone to move forward in that degree. And so that's what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis, because a lot of the things that we do normally are closed down for us. The senior living facilities, everything else have closed their doors. But that does not affect my mindset, knowing that we are moving forward in a positive manner. And I do that on a daily and regular basis. And anytime I talk to people, I bring the same message to them. That's my day to day.
You know, it's so interesting. Just that peace of mind and that solidity of who you are brings such peace to all of us too, knowing, I feel like we've always, it's the old play, stop the world, I want to get off. Well, the world has stopped in some of us. We see this, there's no traffic on the highways, there's no people in restaurants or anything else. And so how are we going to do this while while we are recreating, while the world has not really stopped, but it has the appearance of stopping, and the planet is rattling, as I say, to live a greater and better life after this. Because I don't know about this. This is my story about what I do every day now. I have the privilege, and it's true. The only people I've been seeing is my daughter and my son-in-law and both of my grandchildren. Because, and the reason for that is even in air distancing, is I don't want my grandchildren or my children to be ill. And I have seen Spencer air distancing, but anyway, but what's so great is I keep thinking, what can I do? What can I do? How can I help? We can't go out. And yet I feel like I am contributing, because I watch my granddaughter many days in the afternoon, which gives my daughter a break. And that makes me feel so good, just by being there as that stability and that force.
Yeah, and another thing that's developing out of this that a lot of people aren't ready to acknowledge is this technology that has allowed us to be here today, and it's really increasing. People are getting used to it. And my daughter put a Zoom call together for our family. We got to see our grandson. I've actually seen him more through the technology than I have in person over the past couple of years. So I think it's actually, even though we're distanced physically, I think we're becoming spiritually and emotionally connected more through this new technology. And that's one of the good things coming out of this.
Yes. And you know what? Exactly. And what you just said, it sounds so millennial with the millenniums, because we are creating a world that's using less not technology, less fuel, and connecting in a greater way. So we are actually leaving the planet. If we continue in a different way than we have before, not only have we spent this time bonding with our family, whether it's through Zoom or in person, but we are creating a better world that is now showing us how the millennials connect all the time. And so we're learning that too, so that I think it's really important. I always love my my kids' school, their grade school, and it's because it was the open school, and the parents and the grandparents were all involved. And I feel like we're being forced. All the families are being forced to be involved, not forced, but have the joy of being involved, like you getting to see your grandson more than you ever have. Yeah. So I think right now it's time to just, without all the deafening noise and all the confusion that usually is during our day, it's a great time to take a deep breath and bring out what makes us truly happy. Get in touch. So where do you get in touch? I guess the ocean the most.
Getting in touch with nature that's why I go to the ocean a lot. But also where we live, it's surrounded. It's almost like living in a garden spot. And I just make sure that I'm out there every day, touching, not so much physically as touching emotionally, with nature and earth, and knowing that this is part of our divine perfection being revealed to us, and it's right there to see and be there in person with us. I like that. So I recommend everybody take some time, even if it's just outside of their door, to go out and appreciate that nature is still there, still going strong, even though we're all being affected more directly by this corona thing.
And again, I feel so blessed. I think Mother Earth is a paradise, but we live at a place where it doesn't require snowshoes in the winter, and just requires us to, you can walk to the beach. I have to drive a little bit to the beach, but we're very close to that, which inspires me so much, is the ocean. And the old, we are an ocean in a drop, not a drop in the ocean, where and you connect and you are at one, with all of that. When we're there, that's how it feels anyway. So I love it that we're starting a new trend to take responsibility. I think yes, we'll go back to driving. Yes, there's going to be some changes that we're going to come back to. And I know we're coming back to that. But I think the universal mind contains all that we need to know. And how I know that is you and I would have never come up with, let's stop the world and see what happens. And in that, it has given us time to open up to new divine ideas and new ways of being and new ways of appreciating one another.
It's very true. It's all one. It's all God. We're right there with it.
Yes, it is. That's what I always say, is there's only the one power, the one presence in and through all of us. And that, I'm going to read something that Ernest Holmes said. And in closing, but then I want you to close with me afterwards. I'm just going to read this. And if you'll close with me afterwards, I say to myself, I am daily guided so that I shall know what to do under every circumstance, in every situation. Divine intelligence guides me in love, in joy, and in complete self-expression, desiring that law of good and knowing that that law of good alone shall control me. I bless and prosper everything I am doing. I multiply every activity. I accept and expect happiness and complete success, realizing that I am one with all people, and I affirm that there is a silent power flowing through me and which blesses all and heals and makes everything glad in its pathway. People like myself, I bless the world, and I affirm that it shall come under the divine government of good, under the divine providence of love, and under the divine leadership of the supreme intelligence. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. And so it is. So that's my statement from Ernest. It was so eloquent.
Very eloquent and very valid. And a statement that I go to, and once again, I'll credit Reverend Betty Ann for this, and we've shared it several times at the center and everything else, but it really is a great mindset to continue forward into this unknown territory. And that is simply this: my life is unfolding perfectly no matter what. That will get you going.
And shout out to our Reverend Betty Ann. When you visit our center, you'll see we've dedicated a picture on the wall that basically has that underneath it, because everybody now at our center says that because of her. My life is unfolding perfectly no matter what. Yeah. And in this oneness, I now introduce a song that absolutely typifies and shows exactly what all Centers for Spiritual Living are about. And it's the Daniel Nahmod One Power song. So I invite you to enjoy it.
One power, one power, one power. One power, invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power, indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth. As simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings or heaven's door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love in you and me. One power, one power, one power, one power. We speak so many languages, different clothing, different colors, different names. different is only dangerous when we forget that in the heart we're all the same. And we'll remember once we close our eyes to see that such distances were never meant to be. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, Hashem, or Heaven's Door. It's Muhammad, it's your mind, it's your soul, or it's your sign. It's the universe, it's music, Mother Earth, or Father Time. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? Whatever name you give it, it's the very air we breathe. Oh, it's the power of the love in you and me. One power. Oh, one power. One power.
On now. Hello.
I want
Yes.
Hello. Hi. Thank you. Thank you. So I know that as we step into the unknown, what is being revealed to us is not only known, it goes into our heart space, and it is good and very good as we open up to new ideas. Now, I would like to just do an offering, and we're going to look at our, I guess it's our offering card, or I'm going to read our offering card to you. Spence? Hello? Hello? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for watching our Sunday service video. If you feel you received some value from this experience, please support our ministry through a tax deductible donation with our website. And our website is www.cslpleasantvalley.org. And also we want to support you with prayer. That's what we're all about, is praying and holding the high watch and the truth for you. So if you want prayer support, please go on our website, leave a message on our phone at the center, email us. There's all our information is there, and we will get back to you with prayer support, knowing that God is, I am, and all is good and very good. So on this, we close like we always close, which I love, until all of us say goodbye, but we're going to play the peace song now. So peace out, peace knowing that all is in your heart and that you are well cared for always throughout eternity, because God is the power and the presence.
peace, love, and joy to all.
Thank you. Okay.
Was meant to be with God.
Blessings to you all. Hi, Marlene. Blessings to you all. Love you, love you, love you. And I miss my peeps in person. That too will shift and change very soon. And that's my goodbye. Everybody else want to say what their goodbyes are?
Bye-bye and love to all.
Peace out and keep making music.
Oh,
Thank you. It was wonderful. Watched it both ways, Facebook and Zooming. It was really good.
thank you so much. And Spencer, thank
You
you.
all did great.
Bye.
Love
Bye.
you.
Take care. Love you. Mwah. Big kiss.